His common-law wife says several items, including appliances and jewelry, were removed from the house after Mr. Loban's killing. They went to the house this morning, forced entry to go into the house because the house was locked up. After making forced entry, them a thief stuff from out of the house again. I come out with into a pillowcase. Somebody alarmed me and I went and I say, officer, what's the problem? I go into the house and look what missing. I'm going to say, why not keep on and come on the premises every minute, come steal the stuff? Who is me? So I'm going to say, I'm Oatmeal Loban girlfriend. And the stuff I want to take, I have a receipt for it. I bought them. I better make sure I have a wara receipt for everything and down to the two dog them in the arm and I get back nothing because remember the man done dead and gone already. So them have some stuff with the game into the pillowcase and leave with it. She claims this is not the first time that police have visited the house and removed items. PlayStation 5, they went in the house already and stole the 2 consoles. Right now I have 21 pair of shoes, that is 1 foot. Them take 1 foot off each, and until this day I have the 21 feet that them leave in the house now. Not even me can answer. They take 1 foot of each pair of shoes and leave the next foot. The water pump have a water pump in the yard, them cut the cord. The Wi-Fi box, them cut the Wi-Fi box. They stole jewelry at that time. Them stole perfume. Them stole the 2 controller. Plus, I have 2 dogs in the yard. When I enter the premises after them leave, them lock up my 2 dogs, them in the oven and put a block behind it. She says jewelry worn by Mr. Loban was also removed from his body. Mr. Loban have some valuable jewelries that him always have on. He never take them off. And when I went to identify the body on the scene last night, the jewelries were gone. When I went to the hospital and I said to the doctor, he did not came with any jewelry, they said no. And me know it's thief the jewelry because it's not the first them do it. Them been coming to the house and taking up stuff because true we never normally report it, we just make them take the things them and them leave.
Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. First thing that is popping in the news, it is called Tea from Thief, God Laugh. The voice note that you just heard at the start of this is the girlfriend / common law wife of Mr. Thickman. She is the person that it is said that is responsible for running his business, establishment, turning extortion money into legitimate money, laundering it is called. She's giving you her experience with the police, several occasions based on her forced entry, come to the house without any sorts of warrant, leaving with all sorts of goodies. Lock up the 2 dogs them in the oven, cut up cable wire, cut up water pump, take 1 foot of 21 pairs of shoes. That is called taunting. As a matter of fact, based on what she said, when he lost his life at the hands of the police special operation, he was wearing some very expensive jewelry. All of those jewelry are missing. I guess the police said to themselves, wherever he is going, he is not going to need it. People at the end of the day, like the saying goes, thief from thief laugh. Mr. Loban, like most gangsters, live a life of criminality, extorting, robbing, taking away purses. So therefore, when they go, there is no sorts of sympathy, even if the protocols were not followed. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, continuing on the theme of the hot topic that is all over the news, social media in a real life, the takeaway of the done of one order known as Thickman by the police. Like the saying goes, there's always 2 to 3 sides to every story. In this story, it seems as if there's at least 5 sides. I let you hear from the common law wife at the start of this video. I am going to let you hear from the police. I am going to let you hear from Babsy Grange. I am going to let you hear from the residents. And I am going to let you hear from Thickman himself before he was unalive in an interview that he did with TVJ when his name was called up on a triple takeaway. So based on what the police is saying, he ruled with an iron arm, extortion, gun running, hitmen for hire, you name it, from A to Z, he was involved. He controlled areas such as Eltham, Joe Blaine, Cedar Valley, Mountain View, Spanish Town, Tarspen, just to name a few. The epicenter of his operation was in a Spanish Town. However, after that business day, about 5 o'clock, he would leave and he would go in hiding, mostly with his common law wife. So the police had a statement based on what transpired. I want you to take a listen, take a look to exactly what the police has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
He was one of the main target for the Joint Anti-Gang Task Force based on his involvement in various acts of criminality. So persons, are upset, persons are expressing themselves based on the relationship they had with Loban, who is, as I said before, was a leader in this era. It is very unfortunate. Last night we had a few incidents where the roads are blocked, attempt to burn a few premises, but we were quick on location to put some control. I would want to reassure all our commuters, residents within this space that we have things under control. We are not going to allow the kind of disorder that we have seen in Spanish Town over the years. We're going to be very much intolerant of this kind of behavior. Already, we have 4 persons in custody who were a part of blocking the road last night. We're going to be in these communities. The efforts will be relentless. We're not going to let up. Let's return this place into Haiti. It cannot work.
So people, you heard what the police had to say 2 days back to back when they went to look for Ranil Hope, Plaka's son, the Don's son. Thickman is the man that is controlling or running the ground. I do not think that if that incident did not unfold when they went to look for Ran and him getaway and the people damaged the government property, the police them van rate, fling all sorts of big stone. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So the police is letting us know that they are going to restore order. They are going to make sure that no roads are blocked and the persons who are responsible, at least 4 persons, have been in the police custody. And the ending of Thickman. They're letting people know that, listen, don't be tricked, bamboozled by these extortionists, by these dons that put themselves out there as some sorts of Robin Hood character. All they are doing is taking advantage of these people, using these people as shield, using these people as a blockage to stop the police. Whenever the police come to do their duty, these people block the police and then the people get away and they go on and continue to do the same thing over and over. The police is letting you know that this is now a new world order. Things have changed drastically. They are going to restore order. As a matter of fact, the person that they deem to be their Robin Hood character, he is wanted for at least 7 murders. These murders are for Orville Reed, Anthony Harris, Andre Dixon, Ricardo Gardner, and also 3 persons that lost their life in a place called Waterloo. So at least 7 murders in recent time. So therefore, this guy was no sort of good guy. So people, like I said, there are at least 5 sides to this story. I let you hear from the common law wife, which is conducting his business. I let you hear from the top police hierarchy as to involvement, as to what they are going to do to make sure that Jamaica does not turn to Haiti 2.0. I am going to let you listen to Babsy Grange, which is the MP, the person that most persons said was the facilitator, the enabler, the protector of Thickman, amongst other gangsters that are related to the JLP. She's given assurance as if she is God, that everything is back to normal, business as usual. And even though she condemned the incidents, it is obvious that she is in deep, deep denial. It is obviously that she is in bed with these criminal elements. it is obvious that she is the one that have the power. So she's letting the people them know that rest assured everything is going to be okay. This is going to be like the 11th commandment. Everything will be back restored like it was before. Persons were fearing that there's going to be all sorts of war between the police and gunmen, clansmen, one other gang. But she is reassuring the people, listen, once me say so, that is the law, everything is now governed. She's also going to talk about her relationship with Thickman, and again, we're going to notice denial with the common law wife, denial with Babsy Grange. She is kind of downplaying the relationship that she had with him. She is saying that she does not know him to be any sort of criminal character. As a matter of fact, based on information in the street, it is said that Babsy Grange played a very important role in that interview that Thickman did with TVJ as it pertains to that triple takeaway. So people, she is making the people them know that everything is going to be A-okay. She is downplaying the relationship. She is saying she does not know Thickman to be any sort of criminal character. She is going to go with the word of the police. Take a listen, take a look to exactly what she has to say, and then I'll give my piece.
We are back to the normal operation and functioning of this division. So I just want to say to the public, and to the citizens of Spanish Town, we're moving forward. To the business community, please open up your business. We're back to normal. I've also indicated to the superintendent that I would want the police or the security forces to be professional in carrying out their duties. And I've had too many complaints about unprofessionalism. I don't really interfere in police matters. And the police have always been able to function. They come into a community, they're looking for a particular individual. Nobody prevents them from doing so. And as I said, in communities, all types reside.
We also asked her about Mr. Laban and his activities in the community.
Based on the relationship you had with the commander, has he ever said to you that, Ms. Grange, we're looking for X or Y person?
No, he has never ever said that.
Do you know Thickman to be a troublemaker in the community?
Not to my knowledge. But I cannot question the police in terms of what they may say. And I totally leave that up to the police.
So people, you heard what Babsy Grange had to say. They are all type of people that make up Spanish Town. Is Thickman one of the good people, the good guys, or the bad guys? She don't know. She's going to arrange a meeting with all stakeholders, meaning the residents, the police, and herself, and she's going to make sure that there's no sort of out of control. Everything is back where it used to be when persons were fearing that there was going to be all sorts of clash between police, gunmen, one other, clans, whatever the case is in a Spanish Town. Spanish Town was going to be like Haiti 2.0. She is making us know that no such thing is going to happen. So in the video that I did yesterday pertaining to Thickman losing his life at the hands of the police special operation, I said that there was an MP that is called the facilitator. The person that is shielding and protecting Thickman because of political links. That person is Babsy Grange. I told you that word on the street that interview that Thickman did with TVJ as it pertains to a triple that took place in a place called Waterloo, I think. 3 individuals lost their life. Thickman's name was being called up, say it is linked to some hitman for hire, some sort of extortion. He did an interview with TVJ, and this is exactly what he had to say in that interview. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
When I say you're the perfect type, or you understand?
but everybody have an upstage of life for them or might be upgrade. You understand? So things we might be doing in the past, we're not doing no more.
So people, you heard what the man himself had to say as it pertains to that triple. Yes, I am not saying that I was not a bad guy. And yes, I am not saying that my name has not been called up with a couple of things that would not deem to be legal, including extortion, including murder for hire, including A to Z in the criminal network. However, everybody can redeem themselves. Everybody can call on God. Everybody can change. And yes, I might be in the operative word being a bad guy, but now I am a good guy. I am on the legitimate side. I am pretty much laundering my extortion money through my common law wife, my girlfriend, and I am now legitimate, a change man, redemption. Everybody has a chance for redemption, including myself. Well, people, obviously, I was not believing it. Obviously, the police was not believing it. Because, like them say, you cannot pull any sorts of wool over sensible person's eyes, including the JCF. And the JCF thought that it was his time to go, and I think they probably got the endorsement, or if not, from Babsy Grange, and they did what they had to do. They did the do, and he is now done. So last but not least on the list of sides to the story are the residents from where THICKMAN is from. The people that you would deem to be the beneficiaries of the proceeds of his crime, meaning takeaway, meaning extortion, meaning A to Z. The criminal enablers and facilitators who see this man as Robin Hood, Jehovah Jireh of the ghetto, their protector, their provider. The person that gives them everything that they want, so therefore they see no evil, hear no evil, once it does not reach their doorstep. I want you to take a look to a couple of people, what they had to say as it pertains to this man, and then I'll give my piece.
Every time that is so hungry, that is a later.
What is it?
When finish them a go to school, a good treat to get. Barber come, trim with you, them clean, the dentist come clean with picking them teeth. We get a nice bag, we get a pocket, and we get a money. Daddy never hype on way. If we are going to fight, Daddy just draw one store. Hey, I want to pull up that. I'm going to and that's it. Come on, man.
She's not sure with that. All you show her love and care. That's all. Everybody.
Then look how much people are there in Jamaica. So Daddy a give them for kill whole Jamaica. Hey, which people? I got 100 more. I got talk now. And 5 I got say bad. And 95 I got say good.
But Daddy was a great man to all of you.
Good. It's still like a remain the same. But Daddy live on. I just Daddy.
Now, people, when I hear this, the only thing comes to mind is the words of the great blam-dem controversial TikToker, social media personality, bad influencer, Jankro, una Africa look some sorts of work. Because the water dry up right now. Unless, of course, you get an ex-Don that is going to give you the money that he stole from people through extortion, you are going to have to look some sorts of gainful employment. Maybe hit a back road and put your ASS on your mouth over the counter because you've been so heavily dependent on criminal proceeds. These people are letting you know that them don't know him as any sorts of bad man, like me say, hear no evil, see no evil, as it pertains to Robin Hood, Jehovah Jireh of the ghetto. Yes, him keep some treat, and yes, him give them lunch money, and yes, him give them money, and yes, him cut the pitney them here when they're supposed to go back to school, and he gives them backpack, and he gives them books, he gives them all sorts of stuff. However, on the other end, he might have taken away a couple of people. So what? A whole heap of people, in excess of 1,000, 11, 12, 1,300 people are lose them life on an annual basis in Jamaica. What are you guys saying? Are you saying that THICKMAN is driving around Jamaica on a tour with the devil and taking away everybody? People are DEAD every day, so what? If you ask 95% of the people, they are going to tell you that, yes, he is good. 5%. So the same sorts of mouth we say yeah is the same sorts of mouth that say nay. Minimum, and like you know, majority always rules. Majority is always right. But who are these majority that they are speaking about? Criminal enablers, criminal facilitators, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.